Darkwatch is a legendary game. Ahead of its time back in 2005, it was one of the few products of the industry to receive praise for its concept rather than the final product itself, and it is well deserved indeed. Blending Wild West with vampirism is by far one of the weirdest yet most satisfying combinations that I have ever seen, and this game did it in a unique way. But I decided to focus this video on the game's protagonist, Jericho Cross. I am here today because despite acting like a tough guy outlaw, deep down there, Jericho is actually a good guy who just happens to be an expert at robbing trains, in the most cliche way ever. So I went through every tiny little detail in the game to pinpoint that even before joining the Darkwatch, Jericho's heart was in the right place. Take note, there are many in-game choices that we need to make. We have to choose between good or evil, but I'll be taking these out of the equation for this time. I'll only focus on the decisions we can't control, like cutscenes, mainly because these ones truly represent the developer's vision of Jericho's personality. I mean, who he truly becomes, that is. After aborting the train on the very first mission, after fighting some Reapers, Jericho proceeds to blow the safe open. He is held at gunpoint by a Darkwatch regulator we later come to know as Cassidy Sharp, who becomes our precious ally. At this point in the game, she's a complete stranger to him, just another obstacle between him and his precious treasure. But that doesn't stop Jericho from shielding Cassidy from the blast, and saving her from being bitten by Lazarus, who is the guy that is trapped inside the treasure car. Not convinced? Well, once Jericho is bitten and starts to acquire his powers, he starts to feel the bloodthirst. He could have fed on Cassidy, a perfect tasty human right by his side, just like Lazarus would have done just minutes before. But no, Jericho is such a nice guy he decides to feed on the horse instead. Another interesting evidence that could have slipped through your fingers is that Jericho is only wanted for train robbery, not murder. This is indicated in the Torture Maze mission when General Clay Cartwright reads Jericho's criminal record, so to speak.
Jericho Cross, born 1848. Died last night. Wanted for train robbery along the Mexican border.
Well, Jericho doesn't seem to be interested in doing killing sprees. It's all about the money. Oh, but Mr. Redfield, you forgot to mention the small introduction text at the beginning of the game. Well, yeah, the text does provide us with useful information, but it mentions Jericho left behind a bloody trail of robbery and revenge.
Behind you, a bloody trail of robbery and revenge.
While reading that, it does sound that Mr. Cross is quite a natural at ending the lives of innocent people, right? Wrong.
But you are so wrong!
The text also mentions revenge, right? I don't see Jericho running around the West with his beloved siblings, or father, or mother. He obviously lost his relatives to other outlaws. Thus came his need to leave a bloody trail of revenge. Robbery obviously came soon after, because we can all agree that with no one to teach him right from wrong, he started to become an outlaw himself. Eventually, he found the Darkwatch train that started the events of the game, got cursed, and had to join the organization in order to kill Lazarus, win back his soul, and prevent the destruction of the whole world. With that, his life and skills finally had a purpose. This is also why I believe the good ending is also the canonical ending. With the curse gone, Jericho proceeds to rebuild the Darkwatch and make them whole again. Obviously because, even though the curse is lifted, monsters still exist, and they need to be stopped. Thank you for watching.